Hello, my friends, and welcome to another Devotional Connection. I was reading in Hebrews just a little bit ago, and it's the first part of chapter 12 talks about Jesus and the things that he was going through. And Hebrews 12:2 catches me every time. It's the author and finisher of our faith. Some versions say the author and perfecter of our faith. And I was thinking about that statement alone, in context and out of context, but I was just that statement. And I was thinking about all the things that I've been through that if you've had to finish. I played sports for most of my life. And on our basketball team, there were times when we hated that our coach had to make us into basketball players. And any ball player knows that the first thing that you have to get rid of is fatigue, because fatigue makes cowards of us all. Coaches have to run you. They have to get your body prepared for all that you're going to endure physically and mentally. But your body will give up long before your mind does. And so they have to get your body prepared. And we go through weeks of training. We used to call it 6 weeks of the bad place. You'd get up at 4:45 in the morning and be dressed and ready to go on the court, and you would run and run and run, and conditioning would happen. And you'd be doing plyometrics and jump rope and heavy rope and bounding and skipping and sprinting until you couldn't move. And for 6 weeks straight, they tell you, don't call home, don't eat out, don't have a girlfriend, don't be up late, because you need to make sacrifices to get your body in line and give your body the rest it needs to recover, because the next day is going to be more brutal than the day before. And all of that was just to get you ready to practice. And you still had to go through a year of practicing games, perfecting your craft, working on it day after day, up late, staying after practice, getting in the weight room, getting your studies done so that you could focus while you're on the court. Get all of that done just for the opportunity to play your best. Jesus sometimes has to allow to push us, to guide us into things that will perfect and finish our faith, because he knows what's coming. Everybody wants to be a champion. Every team that I've ever been on, the goal was to be a champion, but none of us knew what it took. The work that was needed to be put in, the effort that we were going to have to put in, the sacrifices we were going to have to make in order to make those championship dreams come true. And every team that has reached that pinnacle, no matter what sport it is, every team can tell you the sacrifices, the long days, the heartbreak, the drama, the effort that it took, and sometimes the luck that it took to get to that championship. For us as Christians, the goal is eternity with Christ. And I want to make sure I say that right, because it's not eternity. It's eternity with Christ. That is the goal. And it takes a while for him to perfect our faith. We look at so many situations that we endure, and we don't realize what he is doing, how he is doing it. We complain, we whine, we quit, we give up, when all he is trying to do is prepare us for what is to come. So much of what we do is perspective. And when trouble comes, when issues arise, when quote unquote bad things happen, where do we find our strength? Where do we find our hope? Where do we find our joy? Where are we allowing ourselves to be led? Where are we going? He is the author and perfecter of our faith. You can fight your coach, or you can understand that he's trying to make you better. You can be a disruption to the team and a distraction, or you can join him in understanding that they're here to make you better. I don't always like it. Matter of fact, I never liked it. I hated doing sprints. There's a reason we called them, and I hate using this word, but there's a reason we call them suicides. You would rather die than keep doing them. But by halfway through the season, when you're not getting tired anymore and everyone around you is fading, when they're asking you, how is it that you keep going? How are you so big and you can run so fast? And you're looking at them going, I got you. You can't keep up with me. Let's keep going. Then you realize it was all worth it. God says that eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard the joy that I have for you in heaven. It will all be worth it. He's never broken a promise before. I don't expect him to now. Just my thoughts. Talk to you soon.